Well, hi, all my friends. Um, I hope this is looking right. For some reason, it looks kind of funny. Okay. Um, welcome Monday, June gloom here in Southern California. That's what we call it out here, June gloom, because of all the fog. But it keeps things cool, so I no complaints on my part. um, hey, we're at 200, hovering 200, 201, goes back and forth. So thank the Lord for that. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I'd really like to hear from you guys. I'm only hearing just for just a handful of you, and I just really would like to hear some comments from you. I don't know why you're subscribing other than maybe just to hear about the Bible or hear a nice tune. But it would help me to know, get some feedback. I guess I'm doing okay because the Lord's getting all these subscribers, so it must be all right. Okay, so I'll just have to trust in that. Gosh, there's a bunch of things I was doing this weekend, just catching up on things. I'm still looking into the Emanuel Swedenborg Foundation and some of their videos, enjoying those. Catching up on a little bit of Vicky Beeching and what's going on with her and her career and LGBT issues that she's involved in. She was a theologian, a Christian singer, artist, very big here in the United States, until she came out and they booted her out because she was gay. Not nice. It's not what I call God's love. Anyway, so very sad. And so that. And then what else is going on? Well, of course, the Manchester incident, and then just a recent bombing on London Bridge with those terrorists. Look, I've said this before, and you guys who are my subscribers know this, that there are many Muslims here that live here in the United States that are Arabs, that are Muslim. And they might not be religious or whatever, but they go about their business, and they're doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs and you name it. Okay, they're in all walks of life, and as long as you have educated yourself about that religion and how they are and everything, and their customs and what they think is appropriate and right, then you can incorporate that into your own judgment and thinking, right? So you have to do your own homework and to know what, if this is good or bad. But if you've got, we're talking about a little island here, it's not that big, the UK, London. It's an island, okay? And so when you get little factions that are just all Muslim, and there are, and you've got some, it's just going to be very difficult for May to get these people out since they let them in, and you got a mayor there that doesn't think it's an issue. That's a problem. Okay, so that's the difference between Western thinking and Eastern thinking, right there. If you throw religion into the mix, okay, that makes it even harder. The Lord our God has told us to love one another, love your enemies, okay, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. Who's your neighbor? Anybody is your neighbor. Look at the Good Samaritan story, okay. We are not above loving and taking care of, but sometimes loving means you have to show a little tough love, okay? And anyway, I just don't, after 2,000 years of the same thing happening over and over again, I don't see how it's going to be eradicated or resolved. You let them in, and this is what happens. Okay, so you get completely different way of thinking, laws that don't belong here, especially Sharia law does not belong here in the United States. I'm sorry, but absolutely not. okay? And anyone who's a female should be screaming no against it. And if you're not, you're lying, okay? You are lying about what's really going on. That's just a fact, Jack. You know? And that's the 8 coming out of me, of the Enneagram. Hey, I found out that I am a 2, a 3, and an 8 in the Enneagram gram thing. It's got 9 different things and 9 different personalities, 9 different, get heart, body, mind, and so yeah. And I'm a social and sexual person according to the Enneagram. So I just thought I'm learning about that because I'm using tools to help myself be better, and it's spiritual as well. So it's got a spiritual component to it. The other interesting thing too about water that Emanuel Swedenborg has brought up. Water equals truth. Water being the physical, truth being spiritual. And I just thought that was so beautiful because of how our Lord talks about water and blood in the Bible, and how each little molecule has a kernel of truth in it. And when we drink that water into our body, that's truth going into us as well. So I enjoy things, little nuggets and kernels and gems like that, saying. And when you think about the river of life, if you will, or you take a look at any river, you will see that there's all kinds of things in the river to prevent you from going to your destination, which eventually is the sea, and that can be beautiful and, the body of knowledge, if you will, but it also can be quite turbulent and dangerous. But if you just kind of go with it and take the bumps of life and do a little 360 and enjoy it, and knowing that you're going to just go to your destination anyway and just take life's bumps as they come, you will eventually get to your final destination. And don't stress over it, because you're going to be just fine. You start stressing and thrashing about, you could lose your life. Okay? And I know it's a simplistic analogy, but I just thought, that water is just fabulous, right? I mean, it's got 3 states, ice and liquid and steam, and all, how the Lord uses that to symbolize different things in the Bible, I think is beautiful too. So anyway, I just want to bring that up. Again, I'm hoping that you're enjoying the music. I'm, putting my heart and soul into it, and trying my best to educate myself on how to change keys and do my own changing, so that I don't have to rely on anybody else. And I tried that with Vicki Beecham's song, Undivided Heart. I did an Elvis song. I just, another secular song by Christina Perri and Ed Sheeran, Be My Forever, and some other Christian songs that I've enjoyed doing. I Will. I thought that was a beautiful song. So anyway, I hope you're enjoying it, and I just, again, I'm enjoying the comments I get from my regulars, but would love to hear your comments too, and so, and how I can improve my channel and get more subscribers. This coming weekend, I'm going to be going to Long Beach to the Open Door Ministries, and made arrangements there with the minister to talk to him, and so I'm really looking forward to doing that. This month, every weekend's going to be really busy for me. Got a bunch of things going on, funerals to attend, and and just, just life. So, and death. um, so anyway, I'm not going to be having that much time to devote to the music as much as I would like. Um, but I will try to keep, doing at least a song here and there. So other things that you want to hear about. I also would like you to please check out Tony's God Rules. He's got a new video out about a rocket and how it's supposedly hitting the celestial dome. Yeah, so cool. And also the Aurora Borealis, how it's really low in some areas, in some areas it's not. Wonder why. And so check out his video. And then there's a book that I'd also like to bring up that is coming out from Skywatch TV's host there and co-host and science writer for them, Sharon Gilbert, who is coming out with a book called Blood Lies. Now get this, okay? She's does her research, so a lot of it's based on fact and real things, but it's a fiction book based on religious factual things, okay? So what she places this story and it's in the 1800s, okay? So think of Downton Abbey and yeah, so England back then, even Mary Poppins, not Mary Poppins, but anyway, any older film about London, okay? And what she does is she talks about fictional real people, okay? Lord Warren of the royal family, who had gone to Mount Hermon, and he went there because he's an engineer to measure the mountain, and he found a ancient rock there that he cut into 4 pieces so he could bring it down the mountain. Mountain's like 9,000 feet high, okay? That's where the UN is. Also, there was a temple up there, apparently. And where they would, in Mount Hermon, as you know, is where the fallen angels first touched down, okay? And it is said in ancient times that they came like rocks and fell. And when they fell like rocks. And then their spirit was released and so forth. So she takes that, and there's the actual rock is in London, in the museum in London, and you can go visit this rock, okay? And apparently what she has done in the story is that she has said that there's the spiritual entity that has manipulated a group of men called the Red Wing, that she calls the Red Wing, that want to take over the world, usher in the Antichrist. And the spirit is murdering prostitutes, and she believes it's the spirit that is Jack the Ripper, and since they could never find Jack the Ripper, okay? And so she weaves the story in with facts and stuff, and it's just really, really interesting. And so to me anyway, I think it's going to be a great book, a great read. So I wanted to share that with you guys too, that maybe you'd be interested in something like that. So Sharon Gilbert, her new book, and I guess you can get it from Skywatch TV or maybe Amazon, I'm not sure, but it's definitely from Skywatch TV, YouTube, check it out. And so I just wanted to make this video about different things that are going on, that are happening, kind of catch you up. I have a new picture. I'm kind of look like this. In case you're wondering, where's the little short-haired kid with the guitar? I decided to do it this way because my hair has gotten longer, and I just thought it was appropriate time to change the picture. Anyway, have a great week. Bible coming up next. Thanks. Bye.